Much greetings, beloved. Today is my 10th video. This video, like my previous videos, is in support of my disability ministry and foundation. A foundation supporting people who are disabled and crying. I am currently in Calgary, Canada, attending to a conference of disabled people. During this time, I happened to visit a disablement center in a medical school or in a hospital, and there I observed many stunning experiences. There were many amputations, people with severe head injuries and spinal cord injuries, with resultant post-traumatic stress disorders, PSTDs, numerous disablement, which therefore affected the behavior of these victims. Sometimes when somebody is disabled, those who are not disabled judge the disabled people anyhow. And therefore, it is a result of the way we judge disabled people, our attitude to these disabled people that make them feel that they are disabled. And therefore, I came to conclude with a topic: think before you judge. Many people like to judge in different ways, wrongly and in many forms. And my question is, why do we judge people at all? Listen, brothers, let us always be wise when making judgment. Because you don't know the reason why or what has happened to a person that makes him behave this way or the other. What has happened to him today can happen to you today. Or what has happened to him can happen to you today. And because of this, whatever we are judging, let us be very fair and thoughtful. Imagine that what has happened to a person happens to you, and somebody else judges you anyhow. Would you have liked it? Let me take you through some few examples of my disability category in my disability foundation and description. A man has no job. He is unemployed. He has to go through ways and means to survive. A woman becomes a widow. Her husband died. And she is catering or looking after 7 children. It sometimes becomes very difficult for her that she has to find ways and means to survive with the family. There is an orphan. He's no father and no mother. And as a result of that, he has to try all ways and means to try to survive. Let me use these 3 examples. There are many, and all these people fall into the disability category. Do we stay and judge these people anyhow? Or let me ask you a question, brethren. Why do we judge at all? If you were to be a victim of this nature and somebody judges you, would you have liked it? We are told in the Bible that Jesus Christ saw a woman in Samaria. And this Samaritan woman is a well-known prostitute. But in spite of her condition, our holy Jesus did not judge this woman, but he had to find ways to change the ways of this woman's life. He therefore approached the lady and said, "Give me some water to drink." Did Jesus judge this woman before going to her to ask for water? There were 10 lepers who have been ostracized in their own environment and country. Nobody wanted to speak to them. They were crying when they saw Jesus. Most people, when they see people who are disabled and crying, they would drive them away. But when they called Jesus, Jesus attended to them and helped find ways to heal them. Would you have done the same thing? Beloved, let me ask you a question. Why do you judge at all? Or why do you judge unnecessarily without knowing the reason why someone is behaving this way or the other? Judging easily is very common in our world today. Politicians judge. Teachers judge. Everybody judges, to the extent that men of God who are supposed to know what God needs from people who are suffering and crying, Christians and many others judge easily. And sometimes you just cannot understand them. They are the people who are to give disabled people the reception when they have been refused reception everywhere. Listen to me, brothers and sisters. Know someone's complete story or the complete truth before you judge him. The Bible knew this, and therefore it has given us more than 37 versions in the Bible not to judge. It has warned us more than 37 times not to judge. Why 37 times? Because the word not to judge is very important to the growth of mankind. Beloved, I have a message for you all. Remember not to judge people anyhow. Try to know the reason behind a particular behavior before you judge. Remember that everybody has a different story.